Hey guys, Norman with SoundTraxx here, and today we're going to be installing this Tsunami 2 Next 18 into the recently re-released Graham Farish SE&CR N-Class. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so here we have our N-Class and our decoder. Now it should be noted that thanks to the way Farish has designed this, the decoder install itself is completely toolless, and there is already a pre-fitted speaker under that PCB, so all we need is a knife to actually get the decoder package open. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so now that we've got our decoder out of its package, all we need to do is take a fingernail, pop out the blanking board, set that to the side, and then we just carefully press our Next 18 into place. Pop the coal load back in, and we're done. Now at this point it should be noted that the speaker that you're seeing on screen is in fact a 0.5 watt speaker, so we're going to need to lower our master volume to half, so we're going to need to set CV128 to a value of 128. So thanks to the inclusion of the pre-fitted speaker by Graham Farish, we're done. So now all that's left to do is set up a few CVs. Now, some of you are probably asking, Norman, this is a Tsunami 2 decoder. It doesn't have UK sounds. Why are you putting it in a UK model? And the answer to that is the eagle-eyed among you may have spotted a couple of oddities in the Steam 2 sound selection reference, namely the LNER A43 chime and the British Rail single chime. And in this case, the British Rail single chime is close enough to the Southern Railway single chime that we can use it in this model, like so. Now, there are a few other things we're going to need to do, such as muting the bell and the dynamo and selecting a vacuum pump, in addition to all of our various normal Steam setup things like selecting the exhaust chuff, selecting the correct type of fuel, etc. Now, it should be noted that because we're using a Graham Farish model and they have their very low resistance coreless mechanism, it does not need all that much power to start. It does not take a very much change in power for the locomotive to respond. So we are actually going to want to set our back EMF sample time to its minimum value of 1 in CV213. Now what this does is this tells the decoder to sample the back EMF of the motor every 1 millisecond. And this will allow us to get much better motor control, like so. So with that done, we can now go ahead and test out the locomotive. So it does run forward, and it does run backwards. And as we heard earlier, it does have sound. So with that complete, we are now done. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our support department at support@soundtraxx.com.